Hey, it's your boy Sergeant Hooked on Henshins. This is my episode 5 review of Dino Fury, Power Rangers Dino Fury. This was like winner's attitude or something like that. Anyway, main plot, Izzy's racing. She has we're introduced to a cousin of hers. Again, spoilers for this a little bit to talk about it. It's a review slash recap. Just let you know right now. Pause the video now if you'd like, and go ahead and watch the episode and come back. No big deal. Also, thank you guys for the love, subscribing, liking, watching the video, sharing it. Thank you guys so much. Really, really appreciate it. Um, anyway, so Izzy, we find out, is being trained by her cousin for this race coming up. Her cousin's actually played by, which is really cool for inclusion, a actress who is a Special Olympics equestrian athlete in real life. So really cool they included her as a guest star. We don't really get a lot of guest stars, and I like that they included her. I think it's super cool. But anyway, that's the main plot. We get to see their relationship a little bit and how they can kind of joke with each other and play off one another. And the main push of the plot that kind of is like the starting problem is that she was supposed to meet back up with Izzy after lunch for a training session to get ready for the race the next day. And she was supposed to bring her like a protein shake and some other stuff, whatever. She ends up being late because she had some other stuff to do. She feels really bad about it, but Izzy's really, really like honestly pissed at her, which I was okay with. Some people were like, "Well, Izzy's being a little over the top." It's like, well, yeah, but also like I'm sure there are some people with mental disabilities that don't want people to like handle them with kid gloves. Like everybody makes mistakes, and it's okay to be like a little upset. She wasn't angry. She was just like, "Well, I kind of depended on you, and you weren't there." That's it. So anyway, they have their little tiff, and while this is going on, the villain plot is, of course, another Sporks beast. Jay Borg and Amelia's boss, I can't remember her name, Jane, I think, whatever. They are doing like a little play for kids to like teach them about how to use the Ranger hotline and like singing a song and stuff. Then Jay Borg dressed up as a Sporks beast. It's super funny and cute, actually. I was not bothered by it. They're a breath of fresh air compared to Ben and Betty. But anyway, so they're trying to teach the kids, and while it happens, Spork's Beast little thing falls down and turns into a monster, and then one of the little kids is like starting to run away, and she picks up a phone and boop 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 and calls the Rangers. But the bad guys come in, and Void Knight and Mucus, and he has a map. Void Knight does from the Area 62 or whatever, the Area 51 ripoff that their base is. That is apparently an old map from when that base was used by people, where they had found some spots possibly where some tech was. So found it kind of odd they never like looked for that tech, but it's a nice enough to like include it in the episode and have it connect with where these other Zords are. That's the main part of it too. Is now Izzy is trying to get her Zord. So she's doing the race, and they literally tell her, "I love this inclusion." There's a line from somebody, I think it was Zato or somebody, and he literally tells her, "It's okay, we'll handle this. You go ahead and do your race." Love that. I love that she can like live her life and still be a ranger, and they can coincide. Super cool, super well written and organic. I love that. We get an awesome 5-person full team, well, fullish team except for Gold. Team Morph looks really cool. We finally see Javi and Izzy in the Morph. Really cool to see the 5 of them together. They use some more of the boost souls, or boost keys, whatever they're called. The speed one, the highest soul or whatever, is the what do they call it? Boost soul, I think. Boost or speed soul, something like that. Yeah, or boost key. So really cool to see that. The keys, of course, they're completely different from what the American version of the keys look like. They don't flip in the toy, but that's whatever. So we go past that. They fight for a little bit. Monsters escape, and Izzy goes to do a race. And before that, she has like kind of like an argument sort of with her cousin. She's mad at her that she didn't show up on time and blah blah blah. Well, they get to the time of the race, and she sees her cousin. She tries to say hi to her, so like wanting to talk to her, and she's like not trying to say anything. And Javi's like, "Why aren't you talking to her? Like, are you feeling okay?" He's like, "Oh, I get it. Are you gassy?" And I love that little like sibling exchange, a little small bit of organic like dialogue. I really just want to hand it specifically to Simon Bennett and everybody else on the team, and whoever's in charge of like the writing and getting it as good as it is. It's so human sounding and organic for once. Like Beast Morphers was okay, but like it's been a while since we've had good dialogue in Power Rangers and like realistic human things humans would say, not a robot what thinks a human could say. Oh. Anyway, so they have a really good little playing off each other. We also get the reveal that her dad also helps train her too, and like instilled in her the like winner's attitude type of like pushing her to be a winner. So she does the race, and she has like this little rival girl who I think it's like an Asian descent type of girl. I can't remember what she looked like. Doesn't matter. I'm just trying to remember what she looked like. But anyway, so they have the race, and she's like, starting to, take over on, kind of pushing ahead of Izzy. Izzy pushing on her. Well, at one point, she's running by Izzy, and she trips and falls down like a hillside and sprains her ankle, and she's asking for help. And Izzy stops, and she's like, well, if I help her, I can't finish the race on time. But, if I don't help her, she's going to be in a lot more trouble. So she ends up helping her. Does the right thing, of course. And I thought this was really cool because so far what we know with Izzy, she's very competitive. So it was cool to see her, like, be willing to take a dive in something competitive to help somebody. It's different when you're doing ranger stuff and you have no other competitive stuff going on. But, like, seeing her want to help somebody, even though it meant sacrificing something that she loved to do, was super cool. And I love that. Love that. Very human of her. Anyway, so she helps the girl, gets her taken away on like a little ambulance cart thing, and then she also happens to see the monsters in the forest, which they kind of do that a lot. This forest is used a lot for the monsters, but Void Knight, Mucus, Boom Tower, and the what's it called? The Monster of the Week. Can't remember his name. Really good voice though. He has a joke with them at some point about something having kids, and Zangel's like, "You have kids?" He's like, "No, of course not, unless I meet the right trout someday." It's just love that. Just like, again, it's adding so much personality. I know these monsters are monsters of the week, as in like they're destroyed in the same episode, but it's still cool that they get some personality. Like last week's thing with never knowing what his name was, that Boom Tower kept forgetting what the monster's name was. So cool. Anyway, so we go forward, a few more fights and things like that, and she ends up going to help the Rangers and finds her Zord. Her key like starts vibrating to her, like pulsating energy wise to it, and so she finds her Zord, and she actually quick morphs, which is pretty cool. She's linked to morph and good, boom. So that was cool. I kind of like the quick morphs sometimes. They're kind of cool. So anyway, she fights her a bit on her own. The others join her, and then eventually they form the Megazord, which is interesting. There's a little error in the footage if you watch closely. It shows them all put their sabers into the console, but it shows her doing it, but she's not in there right now, which is kind of weird. At that point, she wasn't in the Zord cockpit with them. It was just them and Javi. But anyway, they find her Zord, and we get the Dino Fury Megazord Tiger Claw, Tiger Claw formation, which I wish that we could not have it be something formation. I wish we could have some other name than that, like, Dino Fury Megazord, Tiger mode or Claw mode or something like that. Just the formation thing, it reminds me of Dino Charge, and that's good, but it's not, I don't know. I don't hate it, but I want something a little more original, but it's not a big deal, and it doesn't make me that mad. So, anyway, we get a good Megazord fight. It actually leads the monster. It's pretty cool. It leads it away from where it was at, to where the Zord is at, to where her Zord is at, and then that joins the fight, fights for a little bit on its own, joins with the Megazord and makes the new formation. So they fight, they defeat the monster. I love the little Mega Fury Saber that looks like the little sword from the Dino Fury, or from the Rio Soldier keys. I love that. I just love that detail. They defeat the monster, of course. And she ends up finishing the race, even though she knows she'll be dead last. And she finishes, and she sees her cousin. I want to tell you, I'm sorry. I can't remember. For the life of me, I can't remember the cousin's name, and I'm so sorry. But she tells her cousin, I'm sorry, and I do really appreciate you. It was just a mistake, blah, blah, blah. And, I learned that there's more important things than winning. She literally says, winning is not important. Sometimes there are things more important than winning, like helping people. And I like that. Yes, technically there are times where there's no way to help somebody, like helping somebody isn't a part of the situation. But I like the lesson that they did in this, that we're not getting beat in the face or over the head with it. It's like organically strewn throughout the episode, where we're learning as we go that yes, she's competitive. Yes, she likes to be athletic and win, but she's starting to learn that I can do that while still being an alright person. I don't have to sacrifice being a good person just to win. So I like that. I like that kind of a lesson. It was a really organic, quite honestly, in my opinion, mature way to have to put the lesson in there. But yeah, overall, really good episode. We get lots of really, really good dialogue. I love the dialogue writing. I spoke on Twitter about it and really wanted to let people know. And actually, Simon Bennett liked my tweet and retweeted it. So I thought that was kind of cool. Just to see him interacting with the fandom is amazing. But the dialogue writing in the season is just top notch. Really good fight scenes, really good scenes with Izzy. I love we got an Izzy focus episode right after she was introduced. I'm thinking next episode is Javi's focus episode, I'm pretty sure. And we'll get his Zord as well. The Sego Zord, I'm pretty sure. But But yeah, overall, a fantastic episode. Really well written, really good action. The choreography and the fights was good. Um, a little less original fights and more of like footage stuff, but there was some original fight stuff. And the Megazord stuff was good, and the villains were pretty good so far. I would like going forward a bit more on Void Knight and what his purpose and like goal is. But overall, I still enjoy the villains. So I think if I scored this one, I probably would give it a solid 9 out of 10. I didn't like it as much as the previous four. Not that I hated it by any means, but it was still a really strong episode. And we are 5 for 5 of 5 episodes of like 5 for 5 right now of a string of great episodes. This has not happened in a long time in Rangers. Usually, like the first 2 or 3 are right, and then we get like a set of like 4 to 6 that are trash until we introduce the sixth Ranger. So, this is really good that we're getting all these episodes and we're getting to focus on the characters, get some depth on them. I love that. I love that we introduced the original 3, and now we added Javi and Izzy. Now she has her focus, then his focus. I just love it. Overall, a fantastic season so far. Really liking it. So, yeah, that's my review of episode 5. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Again, sorry for any spoilers. Again, it's a review slash recap going forward. All the episode reviews will be that way. So if you don't like that, it's totally fine. Go ahead and watch the episode first, then come back here if you'd like and watch the video to see if you agree with what I've said. If you don't, that's cool too. Leave me a comment below. What did you guys think of the episode? Did you like Izzy's focus episode? Do you think the conflict was good with her cousin? What do you think about the inclusion of the cousin being a special needs Special Olympics athlete? I thought that was super cool. The inclusion of that was awesome. But yeah, I'd love to hear some comments and feedback on what you guys think of the videos and what you guys think of the show. This week I'll still be reviewing Zenkaiger episode 4, and hopefully soon be getting some more stuff to review on the channel. Some mecha from Meteor Soldier and a couple gears for my Gertlinger and stuff like that. But like I said, thank you so much for liking the videos. Thank you so much for commenting, sharing, watching the videos, subscribing. I don't know how I have almost 160 subscribers, but I'm super happy about it and appreciative. Thank you so much. And yeah, as always, stay hooked on Henshin's. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.